Hello everyone, in this video we are going to see the SR latch using NAND gate. So in the last video we have seen the SR latch using NOR gate. So the question arises that why we use the NAND gate. Okay, so NAND gate is basically used to reduce the power consumption, and that's why in most of the sequential circuits we use the NAND gate. Okay, so let us see how does this SR latch works using NAND gate. So as we know that the S and R are the set and reset inputs. Okay, as per our requirement we can set or reset the output by making S and R, or by providing the logic 0 and logic 1 to S and R, or vice versa. So here, as we know that if you use the NOR gate here, then R should be in the path of Qn and S should be in the path of Qn bar. But here using NAND gate, the SR latch can be designed by applying S input in the path of Qn and R input in the path of Qn bar, that is complementary output path. Okay, so before the aim of this using this NAND gate for SR latch design, we have to see what is the truth table of this kind of SR latch. So as we know that the Qn and Qn bar are the complementary outputs of each other. So here we can consider only one output for designing or to obtain the truth table. Okay, and we are interested in what will be the next state if we apply different inputs at S and R inputs. So here the next state output are dependent on the present output and the present inputs. Okay, so here we can consider SR and present state of output to obtain the next state of output. Okay, so the inputs will be S, R, Qn. So these are what? The present inputs. Okay, and Qn plus 1 will be the next state of output. Okay, so present state and next state. Okay, present state will be the input to the another inputs of these NAND gates. Okay, so let us assume the S and R will have 0 0, or that means the 2 bits makes the 4 combinations. So SR will have 4 combinations: 0 0, 0 1, 1 0 and 1 1. Okay, so here actually we don't know what is the present state of Qn and Qn bar. So here we assume don't care for the present outputs. Okay, and from this S and R input values we will obtain the Qn plus 1, that is the next output state. Okay, so let us have some mathematical calculations for these inputs to obtain the Qn plus 1, that is the output. So here Qn is the present output and Qn plus 1 will be the next output, and here Qn plus 1 bar will also be the next state of output. Okay, so consider the first case, that is S and R both inputs are 0 0 without knowing the value of Qn. Okay, so the first case is when S equal to 0 and R equal to 0, then we can obtain the Qn plus 1. So Qn plus 1 will be what? Qn plus 1 will be the NAND operation of S and Qn bar. Okay, so this is the another input. Okay, so when S equal to 0 and R equal to 0, so Qn plus 1 will be 0. So this is the 0 dot, this input is what? Qn bar. Okay, so 0 dot anything is what? 0 bar. Okay, so I'll write here 0 bar. So 0 bar means 1. Now we will obtain the Qn plus 1 bar. Okay, next state of Qn plus 1 bar. So Qn plus 1 bar means Qn bar is what? R is what? 0, dot means this AND gate, and this input is coming from the qn whole bar. Okay, so sorry for this mistake. So in the first expression, this input is coming from qn bar, so here should be qn bar. Okay, so now talking about the qn plus 1 bar, 0 dot qn whole bar. So 0 dot anything is what? 0. So 0 bar is equal to also 1. So here we are getting 1 and 1. Theoretically we are getting 1 1, but practically this state is not allowed, because if the first output is qn, the second output should be complement of first output. So here both states should not be same. So here we can conclude that this is indeterminate state. Indeterminate. Okay, that means we don't have this complementary outputs. If the outputs are same, then this state or this case is called indeterminate state. Okay, now coming to the second combination, that is s equal to 0 and r equal to 1. S equal to 0 and r equal to 1. Now what will happen when s equal to 0 and r equal to 1? So qn plus 1 is equal to 0 and with qn bar whole bar. Okay, so this bubble means whole bar. So 0 dot anything is what? 0. So 0 bar equal to what? 1. Okay, now here you can say that if the inputs are different values, 0 1 or 1 0, then you can also here say that if qn plus 1 equal to 1, then obviously the qn plus 1 whole bar should also be complementary of this output, that is 0. Okay, so qn plus 1 bar should be 0. So if you are interested to again recalculate it, then you can. Okay, so let us recalculate. So qn plus 1 whole bar, that means I'm talking about this output. Okay, so qn plus 1 whole bar is equal to what? 1 dot this first output is what? Qn, and bubble means whole bar. So here 1 dot a is what? A. So qn bar, if this is 1, then this should be obviously it should be 0. Okay, so you don't have any other output here, so you can directly write there 0. Okay, third. Okay, now the third case is s equal to 1 and r equals to 0. Now in case of second case, s was when s equal to 0 and r equal to 1, the qn plus 1 output was obtained as 1. Okay, that means when s equal to 0 and r equal to 1, the qn will be set. Okay, now for the third case, s equal to 1 and r equal to 0, so qn plus 1 will be what? We will change this input 1 and 0. So 1 dot qn bar whole bar is equal to what? Qn bar double bar. Okay, qn double bar is equal to qn. Now here in this case the exact value of qn is not obtained, so here we will go for the complementary output, that is qn plus 1 whole bar. Okay, so qn plus 1 whole bar is equal to what? 0 dot qn whole bar is equal to, so 0 dot a is what? 0 dot a is 0, so 0 bar is equal to what? 1. Now from this expression, if the first any of the output is not obtained as fixed 1 or fixed 0, then you can go for the second output, and from this second output you can fix the first output, that is here the value is obtained here, that is 1 or 0, 1 is obtained. So here obviously the first output should be 0. Okay, so from this 1 I can directly write here 0. Okay, so qn plus 1 is what? 0. Now the second last case is 1 1. So when both the inputs are 1 1, then what will happen? when s equal to 1 and r equal to 1. So qn plus 1 will be 1 dot qn bar whole bar. Now here 1 dot anything is that means 1 dot a is what? A. So here qn bar whole bar is equal to qn because a double bar is a. So here by using double inversion law qn. Now here the value is not obtained, so qn is obtained. That means we don't know actual value 0 or 1. So here in this case we will go for the qn plus 1 whole bar to obtain the fixed value. So qn plus 1 whole bar is equal to what? 1 dot qn whole bar. So here 1 dot a is what? 1 dot a is a. So 1 dot qn is qn. So qn whole bar. Okay. So here in qn plus 1 bar also the exact value or fixed value is not obtained. So here we can say that the next state will be the present state. Okay. So next state will be qn plus 1 will be qn and qn plus 1 bar will be qn bar. So here whatever present state is there, the same present state will be the next state. So that means I can write here no change in the output. No change in the output due to s and r are 0 are 1 1. Okay. So here I hope you understood this SR latch using NAND gate and the truth table of it using this simple calculation Boolean algebra rules. Okay. So if you have any doubts, any query, then you can write it in the comment box, and if you are new to this channel, then please subscribe to the channel and do not forget to share with your friends. Thank you.